They say the mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. In our fast-paced, high-stakes world, many of us are locked in a daily battle with our own thoughts, just searching for a way to navigate the noise. Welcome to a brand new series here on the Chris Hansen Conversation. This is Headspace, Finding Clarity. In each season, we're carving out a dedicated episode to dive deep into the psyche. My goal is to help us all understand ourselves a little better, one conversation at a time. I couldn't think of a better person to guide us through these waters than our new resident guest. She is a director and principal psychologist at the Therapy Room, a veteran with over 25 years of experience and a lady often referred to as the People's Psychologist. Please welcome to the show my friend, Dr. Geraldine Tan, but I just call her Gerry.
Many people assume that they only have one target.
Yeah.
And you know, when you play darts, only one
and there's a bullseye.
Tiny bullseye there.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, I need to hit that. If not, die.
Finished.
Yeah. And that's what many people in life assume, that I only have one bullseye. I have only one chance to get it. But that's not true. There are alternatives.
Yeah. Hi everyone. We need your help. Please watch this video until the end. We do our best for each episode to really deliver as much value as we can. And our guests who make the time to come here, well, we need to give them the respect as well to really sit down and have a good conversation. And conversations, as conversations go, they take time. So we really ask you to please watch each video until the end. We need the hours in order for us to continue producing more and more episodes on the Chris Hansen Conversation. Please enjoy this conversation. Before we begin the show, here is an important announcement. For 100 years, Shure has set the standard for professional audio. Designed to outlast and outperform, Shure products help you deliver your message with confidence. Trust in Shure. You can be sure with Shure. Shop the Shure Shop Singapore now. Visit the link on screen and use the promo code AFC Hansen to get limited Shure merchandise with your purchases. Now, let's start the show. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Chris Hansen Conversation, and we are back today with a brand new series. We've got so many brand new series this season 7, and it's going to be permanent. They're going to be on for every season, and I have a new resident guest with me for this series, this brand new one that we call Headspace. And Headspace is for those of us who are very concerned about mental health and mental well-being. And I have with me the head honcho of the Therapy Room, Dr. Geraldine Tan, my new resident guest. Welcome to the studio, Gerry.
Thank you for having me. Hi, everyone.
That voice sounds familiar, yeah? Because you know why? I snatched her from radio too.
Yeah. You sound so happy.
Yeah. And no one better that I can think of to bring on board with us to talk about mental health. And you know, I've been debating about this.
Yes.
Should I be potty mouthed today? Because the last time, seasons ago, when you were on the show, I told myself I cannot be potty mouthed because she's like a school teacher, you know. Somehow feels a bit funny. But today I just might break that damn rule.
Sure. Go ahead.
So thank you for coming back, Gerry. Thank you for being here, man.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And today we are going to be talking about anxiety and stress.
Stress.
Look at me, I'm a bag of anxiety, man. And I'm a ball of stress. And that's the reason why we have these things called stress balls.
No, they're called relaxation balls.
Oh, come on.
It's to help you to relax. It's not supposed to give you stress.
But it's just the easiest thing. It's not about, semantics, right? It's just about keeping it easy to talk about stress ball. Stress ball is just 2 words. one syllable each instead of relaxation ball.
You see, if you say stress ball, you're cueing your brain to be stressed. And to say relaxation takes a little bit more effort. So it does take effort to help yourself ground yourself.
If that's the case, then we all have to change the name for the gym balls. Because when you think gym, oh man.
But that's your association with gym.
Okay.
Other people like gym.
Okay. So it's about association. Word association, huh?
That's true.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You use clay and art, Gerry.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. If anxiety were material, what would it feel like?
The stretched rubber band. That's the easiest visual that I can give you. The stretched.
Stretched rubber band. Okay. Rubber band. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Rubber band because it stretches and stuff. So, how would you use that?
It's not just a rubber band.
Yeah.
It's a stretched rubber band.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rubber band that is overstretched. So
Right.
if we're talking about, anxiety, let's talk about stress.
Yeah.
I think many people assume anxiety, but I use it as a clinical disorder. So let's not look at anxiety.
Okay.
Let's look at stress.
Okay.
Because everybody has stress.
Okay.
And people always ask, is it okay to have stress? Yes, it's okay to have stress.
Okay.
But
But
there is an overload and there's an underload.
okay.
So there are actually 4 levels of stress.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so there is underloading, there
Okay.
is optimal loading, there's
Okay.
overloading, and there's complete burnt out.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people come to us when they're completely burnt out. Then they tell us they have depression, they have anxiety, and
So that
all
depression is
of
already
that.
burnt out already.
Well, not quite. There's really burnt out. But they present symptoms and signs and symptoms of depression, anxiety. So that's why people get confused.
Okay.
So you want to give clarity to people, right?
Right.
So we want to park all that mood disorders first and just look at stress. And then there's underloading. So you go, underloading is like a flaccid rubber band. Why do you laugh like that?
Oh boy. Okay.
I mean,
The images it conjures in my head. Okay, never mind.
I didn't say flaccid rubber. I said flaccid rubber band.
Didn't say a thing. I did not say a thing. Okay, the flaccid rubber band is an underload.
It's an underload
Okay.
because you're not optimizing. So many people that go to work and they've got nothing to do, they think that it is a good thing to have nothing to do. And then they come out of work completely exhausted. And they wonder why they are exhausted. Because they're not stimulated enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we rewind that back a little bit, please? They're not stimulated enough, and yet they think that they are overworked. Is it? Or overstretched?
No, they're not overstretched yet. We're talking about underloading.
Yeah.
Underloading causes stress also, if we don't know that.
How can underloading cause stress?
It's stress because your brain has not enough information to work with.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
So if you take the young, like the young teens or young people that
Yeah.
are just doom scrolling, or they are
Doom scrolling, okay.
yeah, they're doom scrolling, or they're watching Netflix all the time, or they're just lazing around, not doing anything,
Right.
and then they keep telling you, right? I'm tired, I'm exhausted.
That's not stress.
Well, they are feeling that underload,
Wow.
understimulated. So that's why we tell them you need to put in effort. You need to do something.
I find it very hard. To
Wow.
reconcile with something like that.
Wow.
Because you're basically sitting down there doing absolute fuck all. And after that you go, oh, I'm stressed because, I'm doom scrolling and I'm just doing
Okay.
nothing.
So that's
And I am stressed.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I'm sorry, man, but I get really annoyed with any young person that does things like that
Okay.
or feels that way.
They have not enough stimulation, which means that they have not enough chemicals, the right chemicals in the brain.
Huh?
Am I confusing you?
No. Please go on.
Because a lot of people look at the stress as overloading or burnout,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we're talking about chemicals here. We're talking about the right chemicals that are in the brain, right?
Cortisol.
Yeah. But we need and we need an optimal amount of it. Too much or too little is no good.
So you're saying that we all need some amount of those chemicals like cortisol.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yes.
In order for us to remain mentally healthy.
Agile and healthy and excited.
Why? Cortisol does nothing but cause you stress. So
that's what we think. But we need that in order to walk, to move, so we need the right amount of chemicals, not cortisol per se lah.
Okay.
You're struggling really hard.
No, I'm not struggling. I just find it so it is. I'm just a normal average guy.
Yes.
That will see stress as overload. I never see it as underload. How could anyone be stressed because of an underload? That is how I see it lah.
And we have not enough serotonin, not enough endorphins, not enough oxytocin, not enough dopamine. So these are the four that can help. And we need to increase these levels. Maybe you're right. We want to not have so much cortisol, but we do need to increase the rest of the chemicals.
Okay, but so you're saying that endorphins and dopamine and what's the other? Serotonin, they're all part and parcel of the stress chemicals.
They are all part and parcel to help us stay at an optimal level.
Right. To fall in love, to feel that inspiration, inspired to go to the gym and work out, and to sleep well.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So I'm not that confused, at least I know that.
It's okay.
Okay. So the underwhelming, the underload with a flaccid rubber band thing.
Yeah.
And you've given the example of that. So what would these people need? Those are underloaded.
They need to move their bodies.
So why do you think they are in this position in the first place?
Various reasons, right? They don't feel that need to move at all.
They're not motivated.
Motivation is one. It could be a variety of reasons why they don't feel the need to move.
No drive.
Could be, it doesn't excite them.
Okay.
It could be like what you say. They find an excuse not to move. Or they haven't found something that they enjoy.
Okay. So let's move on. So there's underload that you discussed, that you talked about. And then the next one is?
So you have optimal level.
Yep. Which is the best position to be in.
The best position.
Can you describe that?
So you would be doing the things at your own time. There's intrinsic motivator. You would do it for you and not because somebody else tells you to. Right. Overload would be stretching yourself too thin, like that stretched rubber band.
Right. I'm still looking at optimal because if we're talking about doing something because it's intrinsic,
yes,
because I tell myself to move ahead and do it, and I want to do it, there's an intention to do it, and I'm happy doing it.
Yes.
Right? My goodness, if we look at everyone today, I can't think of anyone in that position.
You're doing it.
In myself.
You're doing it right now.
One of the things that I do, this thing that I do, I've never seen it as work. Yeah. The other things that
that's
I
what we
do, I
want.
do see it as work.
Mhm.
Yeah. But this one is, well, this is not work. This is something I do because I love it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And a lot of effort goes into it. A
yeah.
lot of mental load actually happens.
A ton, yeah.
But you are motivated using your word, right? And you get a lot of push and drive and, excitement that are all those chemicals that we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Turned it right back on
yeah.
you.
No. I'm not here to argue with you, lah. I mean, to me, it's like, because I would just speak my mind,
Yep.
What comes to my mind,
Yes.
I will just say. It's not meant to debate with you. Okay, point taken. Let's talk about overload then.
You really think I'm a school teacher?
This doesn't sound like doesn't it sound like the old TV show in black and white where we were all in school? Can't remember the channel though. I can't remember the name of the station. It's a learning channel when we were all kids.
Was there it's an educational...
Oh, hang on a second there. I think you're a lot younger than me.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's this bald-headed guy.
What?
With with a shirt and tie and a suit. And he'll come on in front of the TV and he'll tell you about science stuff and all that. And sometimes in primary school, they used to make us watch it.
Oh.
It was this learning channel, man. I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know what it's called.
It was black and white. And there's boy.
Oh, dear.
There's one channel we all want to avoid. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah.
Overload. We're talking about overload.
Overload, yeah.
Too much of chemicals, too much of cortisol. And that's when you may shut down.
Okay.
I think, the first time that I was on with you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there was a quiz which you kindly eliminated right at the end. But I couldn't answer any question. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I had the habit of doing that. Don't worry, I don't have it anymore.
But there was this, right at the end.
Yeah.
Not play it.
No. We very nicely got rid of that. Yeah.
But since that time I had wanted to come back to talk about anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. And performance anxiety. So you saw my performance anxiety, the complete overload where no information was coming back at me.
Right.
Yeah. So that was what happened. And that can happen to anyone where they can feel that overload where no information is coming in. They can't do anything. It might not be that they're unmotivated, but they feel damn stupid. They feel like, how come I cannot perform anymore? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So that is a little bit of the stress and overload and anxiety that you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was watching what you did with Adrian.
Yeah.
His podcast. You were on his podcast.
Yeah.
Right? And I love how you switched some of the more quieter personality.
Oh, the introvert.
The introverted person. And the different ways you're actually modified to help them to showcase and work with the anxiety. I thought that was lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a proponent that if you understand your strengths and what may seem as a weakness could actually be turned into a strength, and why not use that? Right? There are ways and means to do it. I mean, where public speaking is concerned, lah.
And we can use it right on your show.
Yeah.
The anxiety, right? Like the anxiety of someone that, I can't say anything. Or I can find a parallel. I can't do anything. Many of the clients come and say, I can't do anything. And what you did, and you say, okay, go slow. It's to encourage movement. To change those chemicals until you rebalance yourself, calibrate yourself, and they are able to then start their own wheels turning.
Actually, come to think of it, now that you mentioned this, I'm still on the underload bit. No. I get it now because
Yes.
based on what you've just spoke about, I mean, about me trying to work with a student that say is introverted, and usually, I'm not going to generalize it, but by my experience,
Yeah.
is that they actually don't know how to do more or to find the drive to do more because they just don't know how. And then when you can show them how, and then they start to see some results,
Yeah.
that's when they I don't know whether it's the right way to say it, they might not be underloaded anymore. They might be going to optimum.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Now I get it.
We're learning something every day.
Oh yeah, we do. How can we tell the difference between just being stressed and an anxiety disorder?
Good question. So they don't jump to anxiety disorder yet. They jump to I'm very, very, very stressed, right?
Okay.
So if I'm stressed and I still can perform, now that's really good because I need stress to keep me on my toes, to preempt certain situations, to look at different methods, and I still can perform. That means I need that amount of stress. So a student will need stress to be able to perform in the examination.
Right.
So I would want them to remain in that alert mode.
Right.
But I cannot have them on overload where there's a dysfunction already. Dysfunction means I cannot think. I cannot remember my information. I cannot remember what. Yeah, they go blank. They're not even capable of writing, or their writing just goes haywire. So that is too much stress. Okay. So anxiety disorder, then you have all your signs and symptoms, your heart palpitation, you're sweating, you're trembling. So there are more signs and symptoms that we see. So it's a diagnosable condition.
Okay.
Yeah. And it goes into different situations. It's generalized. It's not only in one situation. So if I'm only stressed for my exams, doesn't mean that I have performance anxiety. It doesn't mean that I'm having an anxiety disorder. No, it doesn't mean that. But somebody that has performance anxiety, they might not be able to perform in the exams, on stage, in front of people. Yeah, and then in front of like strangers, somebody asks their name, they freeze up or they run away. Yeah, then there are more environments or more scenarios that they have anxiety.
Well, great. I'm not there yet.
I don't think so. You're far from it.
I was trying to ask myself this anxiety disorder. Do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? Because I'm a stress ball. Yeah, and I do have a lot of anxiety. I do. But now that you put it across this way, you're giving me a definition. All right, Chris, you ain't so bad.
Yeah.
All right. What can one do? Okay, what would you do professionally to help someone in that kind of position?
So if we're looking at somebody that's super, super, super stressed, so we're talking about overload, okay? We're not talking about underload. So overload. Then there's a lot of grounding. So what you teach the introverts in their speaking, in their presentation, that is a lot of grounding work, a lot of breath work, to be present with themselves. So that is something that we also want to teach most people, to be able to help themselves to calibrate.
Okay, couple of big words you just used. Let me just pick them off one by one. Breath work.
Yes.
Breath work. What's that?
Breath work. So that regulation of breathing, because most of the time we go imagine if you do that to your mic. Your mic is going to pick that up, right? But the mic isn't picking up our breathing, which is very heavy. I mean, if you're anxious, it's heavy, it's fast, it's really, really short breaths. So we want to teach them to breathe slowly.
Okay. You mean that really helps?
You're getting an optimal level of oxygen in your system, which is a
Okay.
natural relaxant. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to take medication, for those that are really, really mild, you can do your
I'm just
rest.
terrible, man. I don't take deep breaths. I just go for a cigarette. Don't
Which-
listen to me. Do not listen to me. Okay, that's very bad advice. Okay. Then the next thing you said earlier on, which I picked up, being present. What is the definition of being present?
Very nice question, where many people are not present, especially our urban society. In our urban society, we're just like, we're either thinking of the past
Yeah.
or we're thinking about the future.
Okay.
We're not thinking about the here and the now. I
Okay.
keep touching you.
It's fine. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah. So the here and now is what we want to focus on, where they are able to focus on their body. There's awareness,
Mhm.
They are able to understand why their bodies are doing what they're doing, what they need to do next, who is in front of them, what is in their environment, and how to respond to the environment.
What if you have someone who has a massive stressful problem now? And then of course there's baggage in the past.
Yes.
Yeah. And that someone thinks that there is no point in living in the present because it doesn't solve the problem that I have now or the future.
There's so many flaws in what you've just said, right?
Is that okay? Basically, what I mean is, yeah, anyone who wants to live in the present, I want to live in the present too. But if I have a massive problem now,
Yes.
and knowing that it's going to hurt me and my family, say in the next short period of time in the future, right? I have no time to live in the now. I've got to think about how I can resolve the problem in the future, and I'm going to be stressed to my eyeballs to get it done. So how do I live in the present and try to? Wouldn't one feel that I am being too selfish, thinking about how to live in the present and feel good about things, and then that takes you away from solving something that you know you need to solve?
Okay. I think what you are saying is I am not going to give myself permission to be in the present
Thank you. That's it. Yes.
because I think I need to feel good. That was what I picked up.
Yes. Correct.
But I'm not asking you to feel good. I'm asking you to resolve the situation right now. So it's just like using your example
Right.
for the introverts.
Right.
I'm very anxious now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I'm going to screw up already. So why would I even bother about trying to deal with that, right?
Okay.
And you're saying, sweetheart, no, let's not think about the future. I'm not asking you to feel good at this moment. I'm asking you to manage the situation at this present moment.
Okay.
Feel good or not, besides the point. Manage it now.
So you're saying that when you say to be in the present, it's not just about to feel good.
I'm not feeling good. I don't need to feel good. I didn't ask you to feel good. Nobody asked you to feel good.
Okay.
But you need to,
Scary are you? Okay.
but you need to deal with the now so that we can get to the future. And then we'll deal with the future and see what the future holds.
Okay.
Because the now have the power to change the future. Isn't that what we always tell the young ones, right? Yeah,
What you do now determines how everything turns out later.
exactly.
Okay. Actually, things are actually so simple, huh? Stupid dingbats like me make it so hard.
Did you just call yourself a dingbat?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm a dingbat. Yeah, but I call a lot of people dingbats too. So, the DNA of fear, is there such a thing? Can our parents or grandparents' anxieties live inside our own nervous system?
So the anxiety sometimes is in vitro. So it's not that you're genetically, it's encoded in your DNA or anything like that.
Is it not?
But Well, if in vitro your mom is a little bit more kanchong, everything a little bit more kanchong.
Yeah.
So you've learned from in vitro that life is a little bit more uptight, a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And your whole environment.
So it's not a biological thing, it's basically a psychological thing that
it's a nurture thing.
Yeah lah, psychological lah.
It's not psychological. It's a nurture thing.
Am I irritating you?
No. You're just having fun. I'm glad that you're having fun.
Oh, well, I've always wanted to find out whether or not it is hereditary. You know, what is it now, gene?
No.
And if we have our folks and our folks who are all like that, and we turn out the same way.
So it could be an environmental thing, but if you're talking about anxiety disorder, it possibly can be genetic because that is a condition. Yeah, so a clinical condition can be genetic.
Okay. What is a hidden symptom people usually mistake for just being tired?
Tired? Hidden symptom for being tired?
No. The hidden symptom for anxiety that people usually mistake for just being tired. Oh, I'm just tired. I don't have an anxiety disorder.
I'm not quite understanding this question.
Is there, because some people will go, I'm just tired, but actually they do have an issue.
Oh, okay. So it's like the young one saying, oh, I feel very sian.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes you are burnt out. So that's the fourth level. You're
burned out.
Burnt out.
Okay, burnt out. Okay.
Completely burnt out, right?
Right.
So that's the fourth level.
Okay.
Where, you've tried your best, you can't, you're overstretched, and this rubber band has to be thrown away because it has no more stretch in it anymore. So that's when you say, I'm quite done. I cannot do anything anymore. I'm just so tired.
Okay. So when people say that, when we hear people say that, or even the young ones, our children, for example, we should take it seriously.
Yes. So we have seen an increase in the, so those that have finished their PSLE, and they study really, 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 really hard, and then they go into secondary school, and then they go, I can't study anymore. And then they get scolded, right? You're lazy, how come you have no motivation? So they're brought to us. And what these children say is, I was pushed to study so hard. I don't think I can do it anymore. I'm burnt out. So they use the word burnt out. Maybe they overuse the word a little bit too much, but I get it. Where they have tuition every day. Or one subject they have twice a week. And I go like, and the schedules are worse than an adult's. I go like, sweetheart, this is, I don't tell them that, but when I look at the schedule, I go like, oh my goodness, this is a bit too much, right? So I get it when they say, I've done so much that I don't feel like studying anymore. First of all, studies isn't very interesting. It's not very exciting.
No, it's not,
We are being forced to study because our parents tell us to, because our teachers tell us to. It's external sort of like push. It doesn't come from within. So, I study because you tell me to. Why? Because you tell me that it's good for my future. I can't see my future. Right? So they study for the sake of studying.
Because they're too young to see their future.
They are too young to see. They are not studying for the future. They're studying for parents, right?
How prevalent is this?
Well, my view will be very skewed because I see these group of children that come to me, right? But I would say it is increasing. Just look at the numbers of suicide in Singapore. There's really no joke. Yeah, the numbers have increased. We have counselors. So the school counselors are on standby. Can you imagine when the results are being distributed to the students during PSLE, during O levels? It breaks my heart that we've come to this.
You know, on this topic, right? I mean, let me just shine a very nice light, a warm light on this. My son recently, this year, got his O-level results. Right? He's in a poly now. And I mean, I was there. My wife and we were there, and we were waiting in the school hall together with the rest of the kids. And I'm glad to say that, 90% of them made it. There was a small percentage that didn't, very small percentage, and I see the upset look in their faces.
Yeah.
And the funny part is there were some boys that, his cohort, most of them know me. I don't know why, but most of them know me. And
you're hard to miss.
I suppose. Excuse me. So, there were one or two guys that I saw and they were crying. I went over to them and I hugged them. I don't know where the hell their folks were. Yeah. And I discovered that it wasn't because they flopped. It was because they couldn't make it to where they wanted to go.
Okay.
And when I discovered that, and I go, what's wrong with you, man? You got somewhere, right? And life doesn't end here, and you just need to understand that sometimes we get dealt certain cards, and sometimes it's meant for a good reason, and it's not as if you're not going to go forward. You're going forward, right? But I was quite stunned at how upset some of them were that they didn't get to where they wanted to go. The grades weren't there to get to the JC they want to, and all that, and in the end, I had to say this because Adrian mooted the same thing, Adrian Chu, and I agree with him. The A-levels is useless because if you don't make it to university, it's really a ridiculous piece of paper.
Okay.
If you get a diploma of a poly...
Thank goodness I went to university then.
Yeah. Think about it, Gerry. Think about it. If you get a diploma from a poly, you can still go out there and do something. It's true, Anyway, that's not the point. And I said, but I did say this to at least one of those guys. So what? Life is much bigger than your A-level paper and where you end up. Then I realized mommy and daddy's going to be upset. And that's when I felt so sick. I felt so sick. The wife and I, we don't do this to our son. Never. No matter what. He finds his own drive. He finds his own motivation. Of course, we talk to him, not that we don't. But not about, go get this grades. You must end up in this JC. You must, no. What do you want?
I think that's a very important point that you've highlighted.
I really can't stand seeing chat rooms where parents are and how they go gaga over the tuition and, ridiculous nonsense. And it really drives me up the wall, until I mute the chat room, don't care. So, but to shine a warm light, as I said earlier, this is a warm light. St. Patrick's School, I love you. You guys are amazing. The teachers, the staff, and the principal. Because they were there ready to tell the boys, it's okay.
Yes.
Life is bigger than this. And I know that because when I talk to them, they say that. It's okay. We do our best and that's it. And if anything at all, there's still another way, And I applaud them. I applaud them for that.
The best educators.
Yeah. I really am very proud of my old school. And I'm so glad I put my son in there. And really, in both the St. Stephen's and St. Patrick's School, kudos to these guys. That's why to this day, if they ask
I
me
think
for
it's
help,
the
I
light
always
or-
go back.
You're getting emotional.
Yeah. I'm a stalwart, man, for the LaSallians. And because to me, that is how education ought to be like.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And that's the important thing. I think I want to highlight more than just, whether it's tuition, whether it's, I'm happy or not happy. I think the important point is that giving the children alternatives. So all the alternatives, because what you've just said is that parents give you only one option.
Yeah.
And one option only.
Yeah.
So the child only learns that there is this one option.
Yeah.
If I don't hit that one option,
Yeah.
it's the end.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah.
Finished.
Yes.
So what they don't know that their future can have different options.
Yeah.
So that's important because when we look at anxiety, many people assume that they only have one target.
Yeah.
And when you play darts,
Yeah.
only one
And there's a bullseye.
tiny bullseye there.
Yeah.
And you think, I need to hit that.
Yeah.
If not, die.
Finish.
Yeah. And that's what many, many, many people in life assume, that I only have one bullseye. I have only one chance to get it. But that's not true. There are alternatives.
Yeah.
There are many different paths that you
Right.
can take.
Right.
And once they realize that, it's not so bad after all.
Correct. Give people hope. Give the kids hope. Before we dive into
Yes.
how anxiety affects our kids more and our careers, I want to talk about how the show cares for your total health. Besides offering you great promotions on audio equipment, the Chris Hansen Conversation also cares for your well-being. Go to Zevo.life and enjoy a 30% discount of Zevo Life when you use our promo code CHCPOD. It supports gut health, boosts energy, and promotes healthier skin and hair. I mean, look at me, I still got hair. You also get to enjoy a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Just so you know, when you use our codes, we do earn a commission, which helps us keep these conversations going. Otherwise, I have to shut down the show. So do us a favor, will ya? Go down to Zevo.life and check it out. Now back to the show. Gerry, how has a
Yes.
screen-based childhood changed how kids feel anxiety today? Besides being under
No, not all of them
Yeah.
are underloaded.
Yeah.
They do learn a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm both a little bit appalled, but also grateful for TikTok, like things, social media like TikTok, because it educates them. It tells them about,
Well, you're the first man. All right.
it teaches them signs and symptoms of different disorders, which then they are alerted, I need help, or I need to use resources around me. And I'm glad. But it's very interesting when they come and say, I've got this and that and this and that. I said, you TikTok too much, right? Auntie Gerry, how do you know? I go like, yeah, it sounds all the same. Yeah, but it's great because they know they're uncomfortable
Yep.
and they're able to come forward.
Right,
And that's the first step.
right. So this screen thing, to give you an idea, we've never shied away, from our son where the screen is concerned.
Yeah.
You should see how apeshit crazy other parents go about this. When he was about 5, 6 years old, he's always on the iPad and he's playing. Not because we want to like distract him and just he plays with his iPad and so we are freed up. No, he went on Angry Birds. Okay, and then we didn't realize until a little while later that he went online to play the Angry Birds online Star Wars. In those days, yeah. There's a Star Wars online Angry Birds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And somehow he made himself there, got himself into that platform. And he was ranked in the world at 150.
Wow.
And then we looked at the total number of players on that for that game.
Yeah.
It was 150,000.
But what?
And we were marveling at that. I don't know other folks, but probably. Well, we did mention this to some other folks, yeah, and they were looking at us as frowns on their faces. How can you even, And then as he got older, we've never really policed this. The only thing we said to him was, listen, there are elements online as he got older that we had to be careful about. That thing called Discord, right? And then when he was in his teens, we told him about Discord, and he says, "Yes, Daddy, I'm aware." Yeah. And then we warned him about having to ensure that you have your own self-discipline.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what happened? As he grew, and exams around the corner, you do not see him on the screen at all. We didn't have to enforce it. We didn't have to nag at him about it.
Yep.
And he just went on his own and he planned his time. And when I tell other folks this, you know what the common response I get from these parents? You're very fortunate you have a mature child. I say, well, hang on. So now you're going to blame nature instead of understanding nurture. Clowns, dingbats, really. Don't you think that maturity is also your responsibility? To me, parenting is part and parcel of parenting. How you talk to your kids, how you plan time with them, how adult you treat them sometimes also helps them nurturing their maturity, that they can think ahead. We got this from primary 1 all the way till now from all the teachers, and they all say these few same things. He's the most respectful kid we've ever met. He is polite. And on top of that, he is mature. So it didn't fall from the sky,
No?
Yeah. So
No. And it's got nothing to do with screens.
Yeah. And the parents went crazy over with the school, because the school was good. They allowed them to keep the phones with the caveat that, look, you have got to know that during class you are not going to go on it.
Yeah.
Or during recess, by all means.
Yeah. Yeah.
The parents made so much noise about that to the point where the principal said, "Okay, fine, you want it this way?" They're going to leave their phones in their lockers. And you have to pay for the lockers.
Yeah.
So it ended up, parents have to pay. Stupid. No? But some parents went, sure, we don't mind paying if it's for this. Oh, yo.
But you know what will happen? The children will find a way to keep that. Already we have, I like how you brought that up, because there are students that actually told me, Auntie Gerry is okay. They can keep one phone inside. They want to check, can. There's one phone in the locker. But there's another
one somewhere
because
else.
Parents have extra phones everywhere.
Yeah. And then, my response to these parents is, hey, come on, man. You can't live without that computing device in your hand.
No.
And you want to enforce this on your kids? On top of that, do you realize that gaming, not game development, gaming makes a lot of money, more than the PGA.
Oh.
Yeah, do you know that? Tiger Woods, he goes to the PGA.
Yeah.
It's $1 million if you win, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dota, the game Dota.
Yeah.
They have it in Vegas once a year. The prize money is 22 million.
No.
There's a guy who won this once a couple of years ago. He only had $300 in his bank. He came out with 22 million.
Oh, wow.
So nowadays there are gaming coaches, people who train gamers. So,
esports, they call them.
That's right. Esports. So we can't, if we want to limit our kids from the digital world for anything digital on the pretext that, screen addiction, phone addiction, social media are the ills of social media, I say do some parenting, please, and teach them
Because we are making screens the problem.
Yeah.
Screens are not the
The
problem.
problem, yes.
We've never thought that screens are the problem, and we've never taught them that screens are the problem. But you're absolutely right. If we don't parent and we don't do our duties as parents, then the screen becomes the problem, because that's what we assume. But what you've just described is putting in boundaries for the children. And when we put in boundaries for the children, they understand how to use these devices correctly.
Yeah.
Just like you and I would know if we need to go to an event, so a black tie event, please don't show up in shorts. How do we know that? Right? If you don't teach someone, you don't guide someone, not teach someone, you don't guide someone properly, they wouldn't know how to present themselves.
In everything in life, like what you said, grooming, for example. If it's black tie, it's black tie. Some idiots come in a normal business suit, stupid clowns. And they just don't get it. However, I think the anxiety portion of this is not with the kids. It's with the folks.
Yep. They have anxiety.
They need to see people like you.
We are looking at trying to help them.
The parents.
With their anxiety, not to parent. I'm not going to teach you to be a parent, but I need to help with your anxiety because you think.
No, what I meant was, Gerry, is that the parents have anxiety over this matter.
With
their kids.
Yeah.
They are the ones suffering from the anxiety, not the kids.
Absolutely.
The kids could be fine.
Yep, they are.
Yeah. It's one of my pet peeves. We encourage our boy. Go, by all means, play games. By all means, get on your phone.
But he needs to know when to get off it. That's the thing. But the parents who don't know, they're anxious. They do a blanket. They do a blanket and then they scold. They make it the child's problem.
Interesting you should say that. You know when you say blanket? You know why blanket? In my opinion, because everything... not just Singapore, I would think, across the globe, bureaucracy is such that laws and acts and tenets and rules and regulations are usually blanket. You know what I mean? Broad blanket covers a broad spectrum, so there's room to maneuver.
But you have rules outside for different people. So that one... in that area, if it's blanket, we cannot help it. But most of us have, how many children these days?
Yeah, but because we learn that from our external exposure to what we as working adults go through. Some professions come under, of course, regulators, right? And they got a whole set of rules there, right? There's a lot of blanket stuff too, and then you bring back, you don't know any better. You bring that back home into, say, your parenting.
I agree with you to a certain extent. But we know ourselves. We know that certain rules apply to us and certain rules don't apply to us. So we can apply that.
Sure, but we get used to mechanisms, you see. So those mechanics, we bring the same mechanics back.
Perhaps.
You see. So
the familiarity,
the basis is because we're used. The underlying basis could be that. That's why I think, anyway, because we're all a bunch of dingbats. Yeah.
Okay, we learn it and we apply it, and we apply it in a general way.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we don't know how else to do it.
Okay.
Why does the body need art or clay instead of talking? Talk therapy.
Oh, okay. So talking does help to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So if you're talking just like what we're talking, but there are some things that is hard to articulate, right? Hard to express. Not everybody is so efficient and able to share their thoughts. And still some of it is stuck inside, especially if you're overwhelmed with a lot of different emotions.
Okay.
Then it's still stuck inside.
Right.
So we use art, we use movement, we use like clay, and even clay, there are different types. So there's the air clay, there's the very earth sort of clay that is a bit harder for trauma work. Yeah, there is the clay for pottery, which is, more malleable. Yeah, so there are different types of materials for different emotion and different expression. So in fact, one of the anxiety exercises that we have is actually shake it off. Literally. Shake it off. Yeah, so you see some of the children who are taught, when they have something that is really anxious or anxiety provoking and they're done with it, they go like, oh.
You know what you just did? Have you ever heard of this thing called Wai Tang Gong?
No, what in the world is that? You kept saying it. What is Wai Tang Gong?
Decades and decades ago, I remember when I was kind of young. I was in my teens. I think I was probably 16, and I went with my mom to a community club somewhere. I can't remember where. And there was all the senior citizens come together, and they got this thing on. They got a sign up that says Wai Tang Gong.
Wai Tang Gong. It's like Falun Gong.
No, it's not Falun Gong. It's Wai Tang Gong. I've never seen it anymore. I've never seen it in recent times too.
Okay.
For a long time, I've not seen it around. Yeah. But how it works is that they start setting up like this. I was laughing my ass off because they start with their fingers in it. And like this.
Okay.
And then they go to their wrist. And then they go their forearms. And then the other joints, and then they do this. And then after that, they start doing this. And then the legs move. And the hips. And they all end up flapping. And I go, what the hell is that?
Perhaps they're very, very emotionally healthy,
I don't know lah. What you just told me just now, like when, it just reminded me of that time. So, okay, Wai Tang Gong.
I have no idea. But
It's
okay.
just people flapping their arms and the whole body starts to move. It's so funny. Stress, constant stress is like an engine redlining.
Yeah.
So it does a lot of harm, physical toll to us.
Yeah.
Right. Have you seen any of those? Have you encountered people who felt, heart problems, gut problems?
So they don't really come to us like that, but we do know it. So they don't come to us with a gut problem or a heart problem.
Of course not.
I'm not a medical
MD,
doctor,
MD,
right? Yeah, but it can cause that.
Is that a fact, really?
If you are constantly stressed, let's say you put yourself and let's take one example. This lady who has, after 1 year at work, and she comes and she say, I can't do this anymore. I'm really, really burnt out.
Yeah.
And you ask what has been going on. And she has been very stressed at work, and the superior has been, coming down very hard on her. For a year. So she has been under constant stress. Okay. So she does present with all the body ailments. You have your stomach ache, gastric all the time. Yeah, and then she came because she started to feel breathless, which is part of the anxiety symptom.
Okay.
Right? So you start to feel that constriction in the chest. You feel that dread that you don't want to go to work.
Hyperventilating and all that.
A bit, she didn't say hyperventilating. She just said tightness in chest. So, the one of the symptoms. It does occur after constant stress and your body starts to react to it. Yeah, so you're basically abusing your body, and for her, abuse her body for a year without realizing, because we are very resilient people, yeah? We're very mentally resilient. So we think we can tahan it. We feel like we are better than it. So we keep trying and trying and trying. So we keep pushing ourselves. So imagine the rubber band, right? You keep stretching and stretching and stretching. And this rubber band has been stretched tight and taut for a year and still being stretched. Yeah. One day it will snap.
Yeah, because there's always been this very common discussion about how stress can cause cancer, cause you stomach ulcers and stuff like that. So I just wanted to hear from a psychologist whether you've encountered patients who've actually, come to, having sicknesses and illnesses and diseases because of stress and excess cortisol.
I mean, because we're not medical doctors, so they don't come to us with that. But it does, So one of the things when they are diagnosed with an ailment, the doctor will say, change your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is too stressful. Basically, what they're saying is decrease some of the bad hormones and chemicals and increase some of the good chemicals.
But this is kind of like a wellness trap, isn't it? I mean, it's the pressure to be zen actually makes us more anxious because I want to be zen. I need to be zen.
That's underloading.
Oh, I need to be zen.
You're not pushing yourself to be zen. So it doesn't mean that all of us have to do nothing. That's not true. So remember the underload. Even if you underload and it's not, at optimal level, you can also feel quite sick.
Okay.
So we're not going to I'm going to do nothing at all. We actually have to do something. That's the human body. We're made to do things.
When it comes to anxiety,
yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure you also deal with Heartlanders too, right? What are the myths where the biggest myth you have to debunk in the Heartlands? As a people psychologist, using Glenn's term he gave you, the little moniker he gave you.
Yeah. It's all in your head. I really, really hate that statement. It's not in your head. So it's like, there's something wrong with you and therefore you need to know, but you have to manage it just like with anything else.
Okay. So you're saying that people should stop saying it's all in your head.
Yeah, get over it. Suck it up. Deal with it.
You're saying we should stop saying things like that.
Yeah.
Why?
So you're one of those that actually say it lah. Whoops, now
Guilty
he's
is charged. Guilty is charged. But not all the time. But I'm only human. I think I have done that, get over it, man. You gotta move on. Yeah.
But remember the how to do it. Sometimes we need to help the other person with the how. They don't know the how, and therefore they don't know how to manage the situation.
That's where I'm better because I do tell them how in my own way. I don't just tell them and walk away. No, of course not. Yeah, but I do say get on with it because sometimes we overthink things. So when we overthink things, then this is what happens.
Yeah. So they need to know the how, and they need to know that they can manage it.
Okay, so what I say is stop overthinking.
Stop thinking of a pink elephant.
What pink elephant? I don't get it. What's that? Am I being a dunce here? Okay.
So when you tell somebody to stop something, they will actually do it more.
Oh, man.
So when I tell you stop thinking of a pink elephant, you think of a pink elephant.
Okay.
So it's not useful. That's what I'm saying. So stop being stressed. What happens? They are more stressed.
Okay.
Not useful.
So what do we tell them then? We tell them, okay, yeah, I understand you're stressed. Be stressed.
You're still saying stress.
But what can, okay. Anyone out there, right? It's not you. We're not trained. We're not psychologists.
This simple example that you gave earlier with the boys.
Yeah.
When the educators came and you went to give them a hug. So you didn't tell them, hey, you did bad. It's okay. You said, let me give you a hug. So
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's because I've got a kid. I've got a kid in like who's their friend, who's like them. But if
Yeah.
let's say I've got an adult in the scenario that I've got an adult, working adult, that's a friend of mine, and tells me all these things, and then he's stressed out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna go tell him. Get over it, right?
No.
It's all in your head. I'm not going to say all that. So what can one say to that person?
Ask them, hey bro, what are you going to do now? How is it going to be like?
Okay.
You can direct them nicely into the future that they go, yeah.
So it's like, what do you plan to do about this then? Have you planned something out?
Have you got something? Hey, do you want to do something now? Remember, we want to do something now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Be the present.
Yes.
Hey,
So
y'all jokers out there, don't anyhow go and tell people hey, it's in your head. Okay? I knock you on the head and tell you it's in your head.
Or don't be stressed. Oh my goodness. There could have been more stress.
Yeah, don't be stressed. Yeah, actually, honestly, I can't stand people telling me that shit too.
Yeah. Don't be sad. Don't be stressed.
Chris, don't be stressed. Then I actually feel a bit fed up now. Like, what the hell are you telling me not to be stressed?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, thanks, huh? Well, you're quite scary, yeah.
Why am I scary? And I realize you've been quite quiet today.
Quite, huh? I did drop an F-bomb earlier, though. I had to, keep the flavor of the show. It's so difficult when you're around. Aiyo. Can we ever truly... Wow, just when I'm talking about this, it's so difficult when you're around. Can we ever truly empty our bucket? Or are we just learning to carry a heavier load?
We learn how to manage the load that is given to us.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't... It's no more, no less.
So there's no way to empty our bucket.
Why?
Got lah. When you are 6 feet underground, 9 feet underground.
Yeah, you can rest. Then.
That one is really emptied bucket. That one. Don't have to bother anymore. Don't need to go down and see Dr. Gerry. Okay. Hopefully he's in heaven, chilling already, right? Rocking it with Michael Jackson or what? And
that's your fantasy, right?
No. That's not my fantasy. My actual fantasy is really to go up there with all those guys who are now up there, right? And you have a massive concert in the sky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
With Elvis and all,
Okay.
Me and him doing a duet. Yeah, me and the king. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow.
That's his fantasy.
Well, that would be quite something.
Mm-hmm.
The image just hit my head.
What a sigh.
No, because I'm just thinking about that duet thing in my head. It's so silly. Okay. Can an anxious mind produce beauty that a calm one never could?
They produce different things. And the vibe is different.
Well, what an answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't mean both are brilliant people. So you take two brilliant people, they have two brilliant outcomes, right? The vibe is just different, But what it does to the person is what is most important for me. Because the really, really anxious person, like you say, we were talking about, does it affect the body? Of course it does. So at the end of it, you completely waste it, or you get to enjoy it like the calm one. I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to feel, I have to crash, or like what some of the young ones say, I crashed out, man.
Some people, some people when they are really stressed out, they can turn to other things too. They can turn to drink, for example, right? Yeah. But where there is drink, there's sometimes more often than not music. Okay, do not do that. Do not listen to me. Okay.
The use of substances is not recommended.
Wait. Having drinks is not. Don't compare that to substances.
Okay, let me say this, okay? Because this is very, very important. When you're stressed, you tend to use more of the substance that you're already using. More cigarettes, more drinks, harder drinks, or even, more substances like the drugs, right? Any sort of, or more coffee. Let's just take something very innocuous like coffee.
Yeah.
So you use more. So what I would say is to be aware of the amount of substance you're using and not use more of the substance. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He wants to come back at me.
If you know I'm not. If you have 1 pint, keep to 1 pint.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go for the second one, but don't go for a fourth and a fifth and a sixth.
You skip third.
Because a third's a given if you're going to the fourth, fifth, and the sixth. Imagine if I said first, second, you have two, the second pint, then after that, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, a bit boring, right? Just skip the third lah.
You snuck in one more third one.
Correct lah. Somehow. I don't know why I did that anyway. I'm just talking nonsense. Okay. Last question, Gerry.
Sure.
Your personal tool.
Mm.
When you feel that prickle of stress, what's the first thing you do to ground yourself?
One trick that I've learned, right, is actually to hold on to something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So sometimes, whether it's presentation or whether you're in a meeting or whether you're trying to deal with examinations, okay, in some of the anxious situations, you might feel not out of body, but you feel very restless.
Yep.
Okay, that sort of restlessness, you feel all sweaty, you feel like you can't be yourself. Ground yourself by just holding on to something. Very simple.
That's so powerful. You know why?
No.
It's part and parcel of my public speaking module.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
To handle stage anxiety. And it's called grounding. And because we deal with a microphone, right?
Yeah.
And I always tell my students, please forget about the lapel mics and all that rubbish. Hold on to the mic.
Right.
And then how do you move your stress and your anxiety? You move it to that mic in your hand.
Yes.
You move it to the hip that you're placing most of your weight on. Well, Kai, we're going to have that siren in the background, but it's so cool when talking about this.
I know.
And I tell him, you just put the weight there, hold on to that mic, channel down everything down the back of your hamstrings, down to your foot, and down through the stage.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And that is grounding. Thank you for teaching everybody. He does my job.
I didn't know. No, it was to me that when I devised that method, it wasn't because I'm trained. It's because of experience. And I use my experience and I create my modules, right? So when you just said holding on to something, I went, okay.
That is grounding.
Wow.
Yeah, that is grounding. That is allowing yourself to ground yourself.
Yeah.
Very simple work. It's no magic there, but it works like magic. And if you don't have any mic to hold on to, hold your hand. Very simple, just hold your hand.
Okay.
Hold your thumb.
That one, I cannot say lah, because if in a public speaking or on a stage scenario, right, and you're presenting, I would always say don't do that. Because in terms of body language,
that is true.
The audience gets a wrong impression.
That is true.
So there must be some other way to do it, you see. So that's where I draw the line now. No, in a public speaking scenario. If you're on your own and you're in a situation where you're in a meeting and you're stressed out, sure, by all means, hold your hand. Sure. But in terms of being on stage, I would say don't do that. You can do that every now and then, but don't do it all the time.
I guess you're talking about a situation where their full body is visible to everyone,
correct,
right?
But so I would say gesticulate. I would say you can ball your hand in the fist for a while, let go.
Yep.
Move your arms a bit.
Ball your hand in the fist.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with ball your hand in the fist.
Yeah.
Tense and relax.
Yep.
So when you tense, you're creating that awareness in the present moment that I'm acknowledging I'm stressed.
Yeah.
And it is okay. And now I'm going to release it.
Mm.
So that is another very useful method.
Okay. I should have done a degree in this, man.
No, you have words for it. That's called tense and relax.
You tense and relax. Okay, this is something I can think about.
You can use it.
Yeah, man, I'll think of it.
It's not copyrighted. Oh, I think my breath went into
Don't
it.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a podcast. Okay, Gerry, thank you so very much for being on this first episode of Headspace. No, it's always been a pleasure. Always is a pleasure. Now, for those of you, cam on me, please, Kai. For those of you watching, listening or watching, if you want to elevate your own setup, go to the Shure Shop now at shop.shure.com.sg and use our promo code AFC Henson for limited merchandise with your purchases. And remember, by using our codes for Shure or Zevo.life, you're directly supporting the podcast through the commissions we receive. Go to Zevo.life with the code CHCPOD for that 30% discount. It's the world's most nutrient-dense whole plant, and it uses 80% less water than soy protein. So join us next time on Headspace, next season, Season 8. This is Chris Hansen with Dr. Geraldine Tan. We'll see you at the next conversation, same channel, next Friday, 8 p.m. Bye-bye, everybody. The Chris Hansen Conversation. Real talk, no filters, and a growing community of more than 100,000 subscribers across ASEAN, right here from Singapore.